Is Bitcoin dead again? Bitcoin acts like a living organism. It's a self-regulating, neutral and open financial internet infrastructure that is growing and healing itself in case of incidents. This week's power outage in China and the price drop are the perfect time for another entry in the Bitcoin is dead database of notable skeptics. It will be the 328th time that it does not die. In the near future, the government having a monopoly on money will seem as strange as the government having a monopoly on religion or language. Due to an incident in Xinjiang, Bitcoin's hash rate dropped by an estimate 20 to 25% from April 15th to 16th. There are two main areas of mining in China. In the wet season, most miners are operating in Sichuan, where there's an abundance of excess energy from hydropower stations. In the current dry season, mining moves to the province of Xinjiang, where 56.6% of the grid is powered by coal and 43.4% by renewables. There are several things we can learn from that outage. First, due to the lower hash rate, blocks are getting mined slower, which leads to higher transaction fees. Bitcoin has a built-in difficulty adjustment. The hash rate is automatically adjusted every 2016 blocks, which is approximately every 14 days. If the hash rate decreases, the hash rate difficulty is lowered too, so that the rhythm of mined blocks, one every 10 minutes, is restored. A potential Chinese mining ban would have exactly the same result. And it shows that Bitcoin in general is not affected. And with more Lightning Network adoption, payments will still be cheap and fast. Not every payment has to be settled on-chain. This accident might drive decentralization further, because miners learned not to operate at one single location. Mustafa Yilham from Bixin Group, which accounts for 2.5% of all Bitcoin mining, expects more miners moving outside China or to regions that are mainly powered by renewable energy. It seems that the share of global hash rate in China has dropped in the last year. In a few weeks, we will know if the estimate of Yilham comes true, that China's share is around 32 to 40% at most, which would be the perfect time to stop the story that mining is centralized in China. In the same week, China recognizes Bitcoin as an investment option. Li Bo, the deputy governor of the Central Bank of China, said that crypto assets such as Bitcoin should be used as investment tools or alternative investments. This is the first time that the Chinese government has recognized the asset value of cryptocurrencies. Last week, I reported that the Turkish Central Bank announced a ban on Bitcoin that will take effect from May. The immediate effect in the last week was that the peer-to-peer trading volume in Turkey increased 20%.
I really think that Bitcoin is this Trojan horse for freedom. It looks very appealing to a wide variety of people. Eventually to everybody. It's glittering. It's like this digital gold thing, and it attracts so many different kinds of actors, like corporations, or even I think sovereign wealth funds. We're starting to get into that area. Professional investors, people who literally don't care about human rights or are anti-human rights, but they're going to be forced to buy this thing and start strengthening its global network effects, and then you have more developers and more miners and better UX and better network security. They don't care about the cypherpunk aspect. They don't care about what it does for people, but they don't need to care. So Bitcoin doesn't run on altruism.
Bitcoin is growing faster than the internet. The Bitcoin adoption curve is very similar to the adoption of the internet. We are very early. It's comparable to 1997. But Bitcoin is growing faster than the internet did. On-chain volume record. The Bitcoin transaction volume reached a new all-time high in March. Bitcoin worth $366 billion have been sent, the blog reports. And if the last week's price drop is stressing you out, don't fret. The price moves without you and it will go up again. In the meantime, I have a meditation for you. It's called Bitcoin Strength and Endurance. It's hilarious.
And preferably let's get in a seated position. Whether that be in your Hammermiller chair, your ergonomic kneeling chair, or the plush leather of your Tesla Model 3. If you've happened to sell your chair to buy more Bitcoin, even better.
Nobody says that what has happened in the past will happen in the future, but each halving in the past had 3 peaks of supply held by short-term hodlers. We just saw the first drop. There might be 1 or 2 more to come, which can also be a sign of a price increase in the coming months.